What's up everybody, welcome back to Cilinix Crypto, or welcome if you're new to the channel. And in this video we will be talking about 4 gaming cryptos that I think have a lot of potential. Personally, I think the whole gaming sector of crypto has actually become a little bit underrated, because I think that gaming is one of the most clear-cut utilities of blockchain, crypto and tokenization in general. So these 4 cryptos actually all have real utility / value, have a low market cap, and I think they can do very, very well on the short term, but also for your long-term portfolio. So I wanted to tell you about them. Personally, I'm all considering buying these. I haven't bought them yet. This is also not promoted. So just in general, my honest opinion on the 4 best gaming cryptos to gain exposure to the whole gaming industry on the blockchain. Alright, so here we are. We're just going to dive straight into it. A brief introduction to how we will do this video is, first I'll give you a little bit of a token profile, so some things you need to know, such as market cap and funding sometimes, because some of these projects actually have venture capital funding, which is great. Then I'll tell you a little bit about what the project is, so you have a general understanding of the project. And then I'll show you the tokenomics, and that's basically like, I already did the research on a lot of gaming cryptos. And I think these are the 4 that actually have, like, if you look at the full package, so market cap, real value, but also team and tokenomics, I think these 4 are the best ones. So the first one we'll start with is Myria. And by the way, all of these 4 cryptos are actually relatively new as well, which is one of my main criteria for selecting cryptos for the long term. Like, new cryptos usually outperform older cryptos. So the first one is Myria. If we're talking about the token itself, market cap right here, as you can see, is unknown. I think it's relatively low. You can actually see it on CoinMarketCap. It's not on it's not on crypto rank, but on CoinMarketCap it shows a market cap of around 2.6 million, which is super low. It really has some potential. Has had its token sale on Gate.io ever since, hasn't performed that well, but still is a great project. So what is Myria? Myria is a groundbreaking Web3 ecosystem, a layer 2 blockchain. Yes, they have their own layer 2 blockchain. And apart from that, it's also a game development studio. All right, so it basically has 3 main factors. A crypto you can actually compare it with best, I think, is Gala Games, because Gala Games also has a huge platform, but also has their own gaming development studio. But let's talk a little bit more about Myria. All right, so here we are on the website of Myria. You can basically see the marketplace. So there you can see all of the NFTs of all the games they have on their ecosystem. And if you go to ecosystem, and by the way, I'll make sure that all of the links are down in the description, there you can actually see all of the games. So most of these are still in development, but it actually reminds me quite a bit of Gala back in the day. Then they also had a lot in development. But like I said, that they have that layer 2 and that they provide so much value in games, and they provide a real ecosystem, I think is amazing. And I think that's one of the key features of why it's great. Apart from that, tokenomics are great as well. Huge node emissions, so that keeps the network running, and a huge ecosystem fund of about 40% of the total tokens. So that's the first project. That's Myria. Like I said, all of the links will be down in the description. Alright, so now on to the second project. Second project is called Affyn, and the token is FYN, by the way, so FYN. If we do a quick token profile, then you'll see that the market cap is around 8.6 million, slightly higher, but still quite low. Has received a ton of funding, but you can actually no longer see that on CryptoRank. But they raised over $17 million, which is pretty crazy. But yeah, raised a lot of money back in 2021. So it's already a while ago, which isn't necessarily a bullish thing, to be fair with you and to be honest. But still, I do think it has potential. In terms of the game itself, I like it a little bit less than the other projects. The other projects seem a little bit more serious and professional. Because Affyn, what it has is, it's basically, right now, they're trying to integrate way more, right? So they're trying to integrate other games and new games from themselves into one big metaverse. But right now they have the Nexus Worldland, which is basically a metaverse that also uses augmented reality. And within that, you have your buddies with which you can participate in quests, raids, PvP, user-created activities. Reminds me a little bit of Pokemon Go. As you can see, and this is what you're going to get my honest opinion. I don't really like that it's a bit cartoony, right? The other projects are actually quite professional. But then on the other hand, it did receive a lot of funding from big companies, from big institutions, and the team behind it is fully doxed and also has a lot of experience. And it has a relatively low market cap, and that's why I wanted to cover it. If we're talking about tokenomics, it's pretty decent as well. Quite a lot to the pre-sale, so that's generally good. But then 30% to the foundation and 18% to the founder team and advisors, almost half of the tokens. I think that's a little bit high. All right, now on to the third project, which is called Delysium, which you might actually know. The token is called AGI, has received a lot of funding as well. Very recently, the 27th of June, has received funding by Polygon, but apart from that, already raised $14 million by a huge range of venture capitals. As you can see, some very, very big companies. And then if we actually take a look at the token, only has a $7 million market cap, so great volume, and it has actually been listed on some major exchanges like BYBIT and KuCoin and Mexi and Gate.io. They're a little bit smaller, but some big exchanges. And the project itself, like I said, it's very, very new. It launched on the 13th of April, and it looks very new as well, the website. So let's actually take a look at that. Now, before we dive into the website, I did want to talk a little bit about the project, because it's quite difficult to understand the project at the first glance. So basically, in essence, what you need to know is that they're trying to construct a virtual world where 1 billion individuals and 100 billion AI virtual beings coexist on the blockchain. So that's their main product. All right. So in Delysium, which is that virtual world, everyone can create their own AI virtual being and gradually develop their personalities and capabilities within that metaverse. And then besides playing games, you can also interact and learn about crypto. So basically, it's a big metaverse. It's not really gaming. It's also gaming, but more of a metaverse slash virtual world. They very tactically do not name it metaverse too much, because there's obviously a bit of a stain on that word. But yeah, I mean, if we take a look at the website right here, looks amazing, and they have some other great AI features as well. Yeah, so here you can see the AI twin, so you can actually develop an AI yourself, or you can train it yourself, rather. And apart from that, also a Web3 operating system, which they are developing right now. So they're developing a lot on the AI sphere as well, which is great. If the whole AI narrative picks back up again, then the token can rally a lot, right? So that's obviously a plus. If we're talking about the token, like I said, it's called AGI. Right now it has a total value locked of $500,000, which is pretty good. But let's take a look at the distribution as well. All right, so here you can see the distribution. I'm not too in love with this distribution. 50% or 57% to the treasury is not necessarily something I like that much. But again, like same with that focus on AI, having a very big treasury sometimes attracts a lot of investors, because they think, right, like, all right, they have a lot of money. This company is going nowhere. They can pay their developers, they can pay the marketing. So it could be seen as a plus. I think it's relatively high, but altogether, Delysium, definitely a project you need to know about. All right, final project, a little bit of a bigger one. It's called Altura with their ALU token, ALU. Market cap of around $34 million right now, a little bit higher, but this is actually, I think this project is great. Like, it's down a lot since its inception. It's already from November of 2021. But in the case of Altura, I think that's actually a pro for the project. All right, so the market cap is a little bit higher. Project is a little bit older, but I do think it has amazing potential, and I'll tell you why now. All right, so Altura actually provides infrastructure around gaming, all right? So it doesn't develop their own games. It's not a game itself. So what they do is they have, it's a real company. They have different products, which you can see right here. So they have their own NFT marketplace, but they can also deploy an NFT marketplace for you. So if you have your own game, you can actually create an NFT marketplace with them. They can easily authenticate users. They have a product for that, for user authentication, and smart NFTs. So that's really their main product. What they can do is you can create, update, and transfer NFTs in-game without technical complexity or costly investment. So with a lot of games, obviously NFTs, as you upgrade them and stuff, they need to be changed, and Altura provides infrastructure for that, and is the biggest one in that sector right now. And that's really the main reason why I think it has a lot of potential, among other reasons. From the token sales, by the way, it's still up a lot, all right? If we take a look at the tokenomics, you can also see that 35% of the token supply has already been published with the IDO. So another great thing with Altura is that the circulating supply actually is pretty good. Like right now you can see that 72% of the total tokens are already in circulation, so that reduces inflation. All right, so we reached the end of this video. I also made a Twitter thread on these 4 projects. If you want a brief description, or if you just want to bookmark that or anything, just go to my profile at cilinixfxcapital and you'll see that. But for now, that's the video. That's the 4 crypto projects, gaming crypto projects, which I think have the best potential for a new bull market or for a rally with a new gaming narrative. If you have any questions about any of them, let me know down in the comments. And most importantly, if you are interested in more great crypto content about cryptos with potential, but also daily analysis, consider subscribing. But for now, thank you for watching. Take care.